Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
That was an announcement. Prayer time. Sorry, guys.
Okay. Am I live on YouTube now?
I'm gonna check.
Oh, wait, there's the go live
You're live
button.
now. I can see it.
I'm live? Okay, okay. If I'm live, let me
Bro, that was a prayer notification, bro. I be trolling, bro.
here.
It is hilarious, bro.
If I'm live, let me okay, I heard myself there. Okay, let me ping the Discord. I'm gonna end stage, to be honest, because I don't think we need to be in here. I'd rather just look at the YouTube's chat. So I'm gonna do an announcement real quick. Okay, I'm gonna ping it, everyone. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the event here. I'll see you guys in the little the YouTube. How do I? God, everything's so like unoptimized here. Sorry, guys, gotta end this. I'll just be in the YouTube stage for everyone. Okay, we're just gonna do this here on the YouTube channel because it'll be better. So do I sound okay on YouTube? Is everything good here? Just making sure I sound good before I start. Okay, we're live. We're live. Do I sound okay? Am I good to talk? Okay, I'm good. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to hear. All right, limit break update. It's coming now. I'm gonna start by explaining. I've got a couple things to announce, but I'll just kind of showcase limit breaking real quick. So limit breaking works simple. It's something that's meant to be not like a very fast thing for you to do, but something that you progressively do after you perfect. So as you guys know, you have the normal DCBAS stats, which lets you reach to your perfection limit. You can get these letters up even more now, so you can make old forms even stronger now. The way that you do that is via limit break. To limit break a form, you need to collect mastery points. Mastery points you can get from Purunga and Ultimate Purunga. Now you can also now get them whenever you fully complete a mentor. So for example, the mentors in, or sorry, the masters here, once you fully complete these guys to 100, you can basically, you get 5 mastery points from doing these. So it'll be a great way for you to instantly master a form and use it. So every single time you complete these ones 100%, you get 5. If you already beat one, you just got to go in there and claim it. So if you're already 100% it, you could just get it. So that's how you get those. So I think that's like, you get 5 per master. So there's a lot you can get. So you can get it pretty fast. After that, every single raid, raids on Future Earth, raids that are located on South Earth up, each time you beat a raid boss, it drops 1 mastery points. So if you want to repeatedly farm mastery points after you run out, you could do those raids repeatedly. Or you could fight Beerus and Whis. Those guys drop 2 individually. For Beerus and Whis, if you have 2 times drop chance, by the way, it does work on them. So if you beat a raid with 2 times drop chance active, you get 2 mastery points. If you beat Beerus or Whis, you get 4. So that's just something else that's kind of common. There's going to be more ways to get those things. Is my stream quality good? I looked at my stream and it's a little laggy. Hopefully it's still good. But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, I guess I can reopen it real quick before I forget. Skills. This little visual effect that happens when you limit break so people can see that you just limit broke. Let me get everything to S real quick. Holy impact frame, but I'm spamming this. So S before was like the cap. Now there's a new letter that you can reach I think I ran out of mastery points. Crap, I ran out of mastery points. Uh-oh. I ran out of mastery points. Hang on. I think I have like a little pad here for myself to give myself mastery points, maybe. Please. Do I have that? Do I have mastery point pad? Uh-oh. I don't think I have mastery point pad. Oh, mastery points. There you go. Okay, I can just tap that and I should. Yeah, okay. I've got mastery points. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. You can now get to Z. Z is an even stronger boost than everything before. So obviously you see here it says 50% damage. If I recall correctly, if you get melee attack, rush attack, key blast attack, or key attack to Z, it goes to, if I recall correctly, 65%. So it's a 15% jump in comparison to the normal jump. So it's a lot stronger. The thing is, you can only get one stat to Z. So you have to kind of pick through the options of which ones you want to get to Z. For stamina and key tap, I think it goes to 60% less reduction. So it's even more you can retain. And defense, I think is I want to say it's a 3% buff. Defense is the new stat you can DCBAS train. For defense, it lets you basically increase defense when you get attacked, like by M1, so your defense can go up. If you're holding block and you get attacked, it goes up a little faster. If you perfect block, it goes a lot. So that's something you can do there. The one thing that makes it different is different forms require more. So for example, getting false Super Saiyan up barely costs anything. So if I get everything up to like B real quick, you see here that it only costs like 14 to get these up to B. So it's very easy to kind of get these up. Like you can, if you have all your masters done, you could honestly like fully limit break Super Saiyan easily. So if you have your masters done, like this will be mad easy to get up. But that's kind of limit breaking. It's nothing crazy. Just something to help boost up a good amount of damage. I know a lot of you keep seeing Eagle on my list. It's a dev spec. Stop asking about it. Just a dev spec, guys. Relax. Come on. I need a dev spec. You already know. But yeah, that's limit breaking. Very simple, very basic. It'll be nice and quick. So it's a good way to just get your forms a lot stronger. You could probably limit break a lot of them easy. This is meant to be something slow. It's not meant to be something that you get done in a day. That's kind of the concept. So just be advised, if it feels too slow, we'll make it easier. And there's going to be more methods to obtain mastery points in the future. But I think the rate at it right now is really good, at least from what I've heard about testers. So that's coming next. That's good. Next up, I need a tester to join my private server. Hang on. I should have thought about this ahead of time because I can kind of show strongest form 3, I guess. Something that's coming with this update, and I guess I'll let Tuffles figure it out. For Tuffles, for the Tuffle path, you are now going to be able to use Tuffleization and strongest form 3 at the same time. Every single race has a unique strongest form 3, basically. So that'll be cool. If one of my testers from the tester chat is in the YouTube, if you can go into the test server so I can showcase the strongest form 3. So for my Tuffles, you'll be able to strongest form 3 while Tuffleize someone, and it'll look unique. Okay, I see a tester. Okay, cool. So that's coming with this update. For my people who want codes, there's 3 coming. One of the codes gives you 2 times of everything. So you can get a 2 times XP, 2 times Zenny, 2 times drops. And it's just 1 code. There's another customized code. We improved that code a little bit better, so it'll be much nicer. And then we're also dropping a Zenny code as a final thank you. So there's 3 codes coming for you guys. So that's the update for Wednesday. I guess today. The update should be prepared in like anywhere from 3 to 5 hours from now. So we just got to make sure everything is working. Let me tell some of these sets to skill base. Let me equip a Tuffle real quick, and I can show you guys what a Tuffle Strongest Form 3 looks like. So that's coming this update. Within the next couple of days as well, by the way, anywhere from Friday to Monday, I don't know exactly when, there's going to be a lot of path buffs coming along. So there's going to be some new buffs that are coming for all of the paths that are weak. So they're not coming with this update, but hopefully anywhere from Friday to Monday, a lot of paths are getting buffs. I don't think any nerfs, really. I'm going to absorb a lot of Saiyans, dude. Why are so many Saiyans? I don't want to see a Saiyan. Can one of you become... Can one of you become like a... You know what? Someone go Bio-Injured. If someone wants to go Bio-Injured here, I'll absorb Eugen as a Saiyan. I'll show what the Saiyan Strongest Form 3 looks like. So if I use Tuffleization on you, Tuffleize you. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me equip Strongest Form 3. Should have kept Tuffleization. Hang on. Boom. Okay. Why can't I go strongest? Oh. Strongest Form 3. This is Strongest Form 3s for Saiyans. There you go. So when you Tuffleize a Saiyan and you go Strongest Form 3, you become grade 8, baby. And I think this is like crazy strong. So that's that one. And then I'll showcase. I see a Frost Demon. I'll do Frost Demon next. And then I'll let people discover the other Tuffleizations on their own. But yeah, buffs are coming Friday to Monday, so that'll be coming soon. So everything's gonna get a good buff. Let me absorb this guy. Oh, gotta press F. Talking about the future, Black Market should also be coming with the buffs. That's just regular. The Black Market system, which is how you can get some of the old limiteds, should be coming with the buff for the races and their passives, so that's something to look forward to. This is Strongest Form 3 for Tuffleizations. So you got Black Market coming soon as well. So that's something to look forward to. Moving on, let me look at my list of things I wanted to go over real quick so I can make sure I strike every single point. Okay, so Black Market coming alongside the buffs. Oh, I can discuss it in detail. Okay, perfect. Let me discuss some of the stuff that's coming in detail. Document. Let me pull up the document I have for it. So context. See here. Hang on. I'm gonna read to you some of the buffs that are gonna be coming, not with this update, but Friday to Monday. Super Saiyan God and God Namekian are getting a buff. They're getting a raw percentage damage boost. I think it's 15% damage boost for Super Saiyan God and Namekian that they're just going to have outright. So that's what's coming there. For the Mirror Path, the Touch of Corruption is happening with a 75% chance to a 30% chance. And the percentage debuff and buff, it goes from 10% to 15%. For Bio Android, it's getting a stronger defense boost. And God Eater Path, you guys are going to be able to use absorption. So that's going to be cool. And I think God Eater as well will be able to detect God Key, but won't have God Key. So that's something to look forward to. So yeah, God Eater can absorb now as well. And there's a couple other things coming, but I'll leave those to be kind of surprises. But yeah, overall, there's a lot of buffs. Oh, and Tuffle is getting fixed as well for its ability on that update. So Tuffleize will be able to have their proper full ability working as well for that update. Going forward, the black market again, that comes out Monday or Friday alongside the buffs. It'll be a way for you to re-earn your what's it called? Old limiteds that were in the game. If you wanted some of the old limiteds, that'll be a good way to re-earn them. Next, I can finally go over H2C. Hang on, guys. There's a lot of you. Let me go somewhere. I'll go to main menu. That way I can just talk and you guys can listen. I can go over HTC and Gravity Chamber changes that are going to be coming now. Because that's the next update after Black Market. So, and buffs. So basically this update will be limit breaking as well as bug fixes and Stronger Storm 3. Then after that, Black Market and path buffs are coming. Then after that, we're going to be doing the Gravity Chamber, HTC Chamber changes. So let me go over now some of the changes that are coming with the Gravity Chamber and HTC. Let's see here. Let me grab that document so I can read it out. We do load game. Let me go into my own little server real quick first before I do that. Do this. There you go. Okay. Then we have HTC / Gravity Chamber changes that are coming. So for HTC, I'm not going to read everything out, but I'm going to read some stuff out. HTC doesn't have much coming to it, but it's going to get an improvement better. For HTC, when it ends, and this also applies to Gravity Chamber, normally HTC and Gravity Chamber just kick you to like out of the game. I think after this change, it's going to, oh, actually, I think this got implemented, but basically you'll be teleported to Earth instead of just being kicked out of the game. I'm not sure if that was added yet or not, but that's something that's coming or already came out. For HTC, the two following things are going to happen if you own the Game Pass. If you own the Game Pass for HTC, your time restriction is buffed to 2 hours instead of the current, I think, 30 minutes that you get. So you'll be able to be in the HTC for 2 hours as long as you have the Game Pass. And if you have the HTC and Game Pass, you can, the stat cap limit goes up to 50. So that's a buff to if you own the Game Pass. If you go in for free, it's the normal amounts. Just because there was no incentive to buy in the Game Pass since you can get it for free. So for Game Pass owners, you'll be able to be in the HTC for a lot better. The minor thing we're doing to HTC, key control and key damage, the minigame, I think, is going to get changed to the little OSU minigame. That way it's not just a WASD like spam fest. So the free users will be able to still go into HTC like how you normally can right now, but if you own the Game Pass, you get that buff to where you can be in there for longer. Moving to Gravity Chamber. Oh, also, there's another thing that's coming. I know a lot of people want an NPC in the HTC. There's something else we're doing that will be good for HTC, but that's besides the point. Going on to Gravity Chamber, the chamber with the gravity in it. When Gravity Chamber ends, instead of being kicked, you get teleported to Earth. I already went over that. The stat gain, like the training, from HTC, or sorry, from Gravity Chamber is going to be multiplied by 3x. So for those of you who struggled for your life trying to get your Gravity Chamber stats up, this should help. It'll make it 3 times faster. So you'll be able to train that up a lot more. Gravity Chamber is going to have support to allow 2 players instead of Gravity Chamber, and you'll be able to fight your friend to get XP inside the Gravity Chamber instead of just the bot. If you're alone, there's going to be a button that kind of opens up another door, and in there, that's where the bots are going to be located and out of the way. So the bots will be in their own separate room that you kind of have to walk toward. That way you don't like insta die. So you can kind of choose where the bots are. Or the bots are going to be in another room, so it's going to be kind of peacefully out of the way, and there's going to be some more bots. So there's that. Let's see here. Something cool that we want to try to do is if you have 2 players, one person can kind of train their stats in the main room while someone else is in like the what's it called? The bot room. For those of you that own the Gravity Chamber Game Pass, the stat cap limit is increased to 20. If you don't have the Game Pass, it's still 10 like normal. And if you have the Game Pass as well for Gravity Chamber, you could stay inside for 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. So that's a huge buff to Gravity Chamber there. So you'll be able to be in the Gravity Chamber for 2 hours with a slot instead of just 30 minutes. 2 other changes coming. The Zenny cost to enter is being changed in a good way, but in a more balanced way. If you're level 1, the entrance to Gravity Chamber will be 25k, so it's cheaper to enter. At level 100, it'll cost 50k, level 200, 75k, and level 3k, 100k. And then that's basically kind of like the limit. It'll never be more expensive, but that's basically like, it'll be cheaper to get in at the very beginning, but it'll get more expensive the higher level you are. I think it's fair because kind of Gravity Chamber is like disgustingly strong for everybody. So it'll be cheaper to get in the beginning. So it'll be better for a new player to kind of go into the Gravity Chamber and get that buff of XP really fast. It's completely free to play, but then obviously if you're higher level, it'll cost a little bit more. I'm very real, guys. 100k to enter isn't much, bro. You can literally max out with Time Chamber. It's so strong. Don't forget, you're also in there for 2 hours now. So if you do the math, and just hear me out, do the math. Used to be in there for 30 minutes and spent 50k. Now you can go for 2 hours. If you're spending 100k, you're going in there for 2 hours. You're technically saving 50% that you normally would. So if you guys do the math, even if the price increases, Gravity Chamber is still better because you're in there for 2 hours. So it's pocket change, guys. It's not even a nerf in my opinion because it's still a buff overall because it's 2 hours instead of 30 minutes. So you basically get an extra hour. You save 100k than you normally would have. So, oh, that's right. I forgot. I did say it's 30 minutes still if you have. I think it's not going to be 30 minutes. I think it's an hour for free and then 2 hours for Gravity Chamber. I'm gonna look more into it, so don't worry. No matter what, it's still a huge buff. It'll make progressing a lot better for the early stages, so that'll be good. And the other thing is you'll be able to modify the gravity inside the Gravity Chamber. So that's something to look forward to. I'm not going to give too much details there because we haven't fully planned that one out. But you'll be able to modify the gravity at your own choice. So that's something cool that's coming to HTC Gravity Chamber. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be fun. There's 2 more things I want to discuss. We don't have plans for them, but after HTC and Gravity Chamber, there's kind of 3 things we're gonna focus on. So the next big focus will be world raids. The servers feel a little bit I wouldn't say like boring, but it's kind of bland, just progressing like normal. So we want to make a system to where occasionally a world raid is going to happen, where a boss or an event is going to happen every like 15, like every XX 15, every XX 30, so on and so forth. So different events will happen and you'll be able to get a good amount of XP and a lot of other good stuff. So that's something we have planned is world raids, where every hour at a specific time, a guarantee raid will happen and it'll kind of loop and you can kind of choose different worlds to go to and there's different bosses, different items, but it's a guaranteed every like XX 15. So like at 215, as an example, not confirming this, let's say at 215, Frieza spawns. At 230, a cell can spawn on Earth. And then at 315, Frieza can spawn again. So it's something to kind of make the world feel a little bit better. And the whole server will be able to benefit from it. So that's something that's coming there. Quality of life changes. We're going to be doing a lot of polls coming soon, asking about like quality of life stuff that can be added to just make everything feel a little bit better. So that's coming soon. So we're going to do a lot of polls, ask you guys things about like what you guys want to see that makes life a little bit better. So that's going to come soon as well after HC. And then the final thing is the Dragon Ball system. We're going to improve it to be a little bit more consistent. We're, without giving too much detail, we want to remove some of the RNG from the Dragon Ball system and just make it a lot better. So the Dragon Balls are going to be made a lot better. We're going to try to get rid of the RNG from the Dragon Balls. I see chat spamming party system. That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that was demanded that badly. My only thing, and I want to kind of tell you guys my point of view about the party system, is if we do a party system of some kind, we can't make it so you can't hate your friends, because it would make the game like incredibly easy. But maybe we can come up with a system to where you can still party with friends and like, you know, be able to kind of party with them. But the one thing I can guarantee you guys that we won't do for the sake of the game is a party system would make the game really easy. So it won't be that you just don't hate your teammates. So I just want everyone clear, if we do a party system, it won't include that. But yeah, I guess I don't know if it was that badly wanted. So I guess I just generally thought like a couple of people wanted it. I don't know everybody and their mama wanted it. So I guess we can look into that a little bit more. But yeah, those are some of the stuff that's coming up. I can, at the very minimum, say that Black Market and the passive buffs are coming either Friday or Monday. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so happy early Thanksgiving for those who are celebrating it. A lot of the devs aren't going to be on. Some of the devs are, so bear with us. But at the very least, Monday should be the day. Once I get the exact time and day, I'll make an announcement on it. I'm not going to leave you guys in the dust. Or, you know, I'll try to communicate the progress on that one. But path buffs and Black Market should be coming soon. Let me think of, and then HC Gravity Chamber is being worked on after the Black Market system is in. That's coming next. And then after that, I guess we'll pick between the three things I told you about. But yeah, lots of exciting stuff coming soon. Thank you everyone for the support. I guess, what should I do? I mean, I talked about the code. I'm making sure I don't forget anything. There's some bug fixes coming today as well, I think, in a few, whenever we drop it. But yeah. For those of you asking for a path reset, it's not going to come until past part 3. It's just something we decided as devs. I kind of want your choice for your path to be kind of like a hard, permanent choice. If you want another path, I strongly recommend or advise you to get another slot or reset your character, because simply put, as devs, we would like you to kind of have a more permanent choice for the path you'd like. So for those of you who are asking for a path reset, it will be a thing, but it won't be until path part 3. Which I guess also, speaking of, since path is like a larger update, it's something that we work on in the background. Path part 2 is started on development. So that's something to also look forward to. We have begun working on path part 2. It's just something that we have to slowly work in the background until we get, I don't know how many paths were there, like 22, 24 paths. So until we get all that, you know, that's something there. I see a lot of people suggesting a slot code. That could actually be something I'm interested in. Maybe I'll talk to the devs about that. But just for those of you who don't have a free slot, just letting you know that if you wish on the Space Dragon, you can get a free slot. And I think you get up to 3 free slots. So that's something you guys can remember and kind of get. But yeah, a lot of good things to look forward to. Obviously, there's going to be more minor stuff coming in. I just gave you guys the bare minimum kind of like idea of what's coming soon. We got a lot of good stuff. Again, thank you everyone for support. I genuinely wasn't expecting to support to be this huge or past, so I really appreciate y'all. Working on past part 2, it's just something that we have to. Why did I hear myself? What the hell? That was weird. Anyways, why is everyone spamming granola race? Crazy. Yo, low key, granola race might be the move. Nah, I'm just playing. Unless I'm not. Who knows? But yeah, guys. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the stream. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be working on the gonna go back to working on the updates soon here. Yeah, a lot of good stuff is coming. So thank you everyone for tuning in. And I guess I will get working on the update. It should come on soon. Thanks everyone.